Shehzada, Bhediya, Gunpath, Adipurush, so many big movies in lineup for you, but which is that one that you are excited for the most?
Hey, how can I say now? They're all my babies. I can't be like, oh, I'm excited by this, but not this. I don't want to say why people are saying Kill Bill, Kill Bill.
It's a Kill Bill remake, right?
No, it's not a remake. It's an action revenge drama.
Is there any particular character you wish you could play on screen?
Psycho character. नहीं कार्तिक मैं उसको बोल रही थी कि जब तक शहजादा शुरू नहीं होती ये प्रमोट करता ही रहेगा अभी शहजादा आगे चली गई है. Hi guys, I'm Kriti Sanon and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Kriti, as we discussed, we have a lot of questions. The first one is by Mohammad Sardar from Kurdistan, Iraq. What is your method to accept or reject a script? Good question.
I think it is a gut feeling, I would say. Firstly, it is a gut feeling. There are too many things that play, you know. There is an inherent feeling that you get when you hear a script, a narration that, okay, I really like it, or I enjoyed it, or I laughed a lot, or it made me move, you know, I had tears in my eyes. Different things, you know, the feeling that you get, especially at the end of the film. You know, I always go by that feeling a lot. And second is, if it excites you as an actor. So first, I feel the film, if I feel I like the film. And second, I feel like, is this character interesting for me? Have I already done this before? Is it challenging? And there are sometimes that the roles that I end up saying yes to, or I'm most excited about, are the ones that are really scaring me because I have no idea how I'm going to do it. Anurag's film, I would say.
Kill Bill.
I don't want to say why people are saying Kill Bill, Kill Bill.
It's a Kill Bill remake, right?
No, it's not a remake. It is actually, it's an action revenge drama. It's in that space and the world. So you can say it's probably his homage to Tarantino and Kill Bill in general.
Right.
But it's not a remake. Anurag would not do a remake, but it's a revenge action drama and Anurag Kashyap edgy style, I would say.
You're looking forward to that?
Really looking forward to it. Also because it is, I don't know how I'm going to do it. That's why. It's something very different. It is scaring me a little bit. You know, sometimes also what happens is you're scared to start the process because you're like, okay, now I'm going to get into it. I don't know how I'm going to do it. So when you're blank and you don't know how to approach it. So it's one of those that I know is very different from whatever I've done before. It excites me as an actor a lot.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like the feeling that you get of how you feel about the film as a whole, like an audience, and then how you feel like an actor in terms of the character. I think I kind of combine that usually in terms of saying yes or no.
You enjoy gym sessions, like lifting weights and...
Yeah, I mean, I try and make them fun. Like, my trainer tries to make it fun for me, I would say.
Great.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I don't like anything monotonous. So, I think fitness has become a very important part of my life now, especially after Mimi, because, you know, ek hota hai ki you know that it's important. Or ek hota hai you feel that it's important.
Wow.
I actually really felt it's very important because when I gained those 15 kilos for Mimi, there was a point where, you know, I would like sit down, alti palti marke, and uthna was a little bit of an effort and I was worried. And I would hear my knees click. You know, I was feeling unfit. So I think that's when I kind of really got into it. And before that, I didn't feel the need so much. And that's when I kind of realized that no, it's not just to be in shape and all of that. It's just important for your body. So yeah.
Even the diet?
Everything. Like I don't really believe in extremely strict diets unless and until it is for a role. But I believe in like eating everything healthy and just working out.
This is a fan from Hong Kong. Apart from the food stories, what other unique qualities of Prabhas sets him apart from others? Something unknown about him that she can share with fans? Would she like to work with him again? So
Love to work with him again.
Adipurush.
I've had a great time working with him. Apart from food, something unique about him. I think he has some weird purity in his eyes, you know, which Like sometimes if I've seen his shots, like when the camera is like really close, there is so little that he does with his eyes, and you can really feel everything that he's feeling. I think he's one of those people whose eyes are really, really expressive and very deep and there's something very pure, which I also feel is one of the reasons why he really, really suits the part, because he has that sense of niceness and purity in his eyes.
Many films that get made all across India, many big films get made. Some films, they tend to have a vibe even before the first poster has come out. And Adipurush is one of them. How do you look at, maybe it can be the biggest film of your career in terms of the way it is going to open and...
It could be, I hope
Yeah.
so. I don't want to say anything and jinx it.
Right.
But I really hope so. I feel like, I think more than anything else, I feel Om's vision is it's mesmerizing, it's magical. Like, even if he gives you a 30-minute narration, firstly, he's like a fidgety person, so he gets up and he starts walking around and he gives a narration. But even in that narration, you can see what he's looking at, as a director. And I think the way he looks at things, he's a genius when it comes to technology and everything else. He is also very, very well researched, as a person, very knowledgeable. So when he combines the two things, I think the way he looks at things, his vision is very, very magical. And I think that, I feel, is what's going to make Adipurush special, in my opinion.
This is Upuli from Sri Lanka. Is there any particular character you wish you could play on screen?
I would love to. I'm saying it so many times. I would love to play a slightly grey, like almost psycho character, which I feel like is very, very away from me, and very away from anything that I've done, and something that is not expected from me. So
Great.
I would love to, like for example, have you seen You, the series?
No, I haven't.
Okay, watch it.
I'll do that.
But if there is a flipped version, of like this really obsessive, almost psychotic lover, I think that I find it very, very interesting, because I think the psyche is so different, and I think it's not expected from me. I kind of look like, and I've done more roles of the goody two shoes, girl next door sort of vibe. So I feel like if I want to go slightly edgy and something which is just very twisted, I would love to do that.
Interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. This is Naina from Noida. Not a question, but a request. Kriti, you have such a sweet voice. Can you please sing a few lines of Dunya?
I am
From
so sorry,
Nandukar Chupi.
Naina, right?
Right.
I swear I would have done it. I'm so sorry. My throat is actually, if you can make out, it's not, I'm having a really husky, weird voice right now. So I don't think I want to attempt that and spoil that song. It's a lovely song.
This is also, Upuli has one more question from Sri Lanka. Will you be down to writing a book of poetry?
I do write poetry. I have not written one, honestly, for a while right now. I don't know why. Writer's block, I have no idea. Or maybe nothing inspirational happening around me to write. But I do write it in one book. It's a pretty book, and I kind of collect it in that. So I'm hoping that if one day it becomes, the collection is good enough to be compiled in a book, I would love to.
This is Bhushan from Akola. Shehzada, Bhediya, Ganpath, Adipurush, so many big movies in lineup for you. But which is that one that you are excited for the most?
Hey, how can I say now? They're all my babies. I can't be like, oh, I'm excited by this, but not this.
Let's have थोड़ा करके अगर हम लोग करें जैसे अगर if we start with Shehzada. So Kartik Aryan told me that that film has the potential to be bigger than Bhulbulaiya 2. So that means like
See, I'm no marketing genius to know that, honestly speaking.
But he said it very confidently.
He's a marketing genius.
Right.
So I don't know. I think he knows numbers more. I don't go by numbers so much. I think it's a great film. I think it is a very commercial film. It is a full family film, I would say. It's got great music. So that's something that I can vouch for. And I think he and I have amazing chemistry. So I think like coming together after Luka Chuppi, it's going to be very interesting.
So Bhushan Kumarji told me that Kriti was telling me that
Kartik ko boliye
कि अभी वो कितना प्रमोट करे.
नहीं कार्तिक मैं उसको बोल रही थी कि जब तक शहजादा शुरू नहीं होती ये प्रमोट करता ही रहेगा. अभी शहजादा आगे चली गई है. So I have no idea, but yeah. There was a time when I was like, can you stop like this? Like your film has done amazing business. It's like doing so well. And now if I see more Bhool Bhulaiya on your account, I'll unfollow you. So,
seriously?
I didn't. I was obviously kidding, but not that he listened to me. मुझसे करा ली थी उसने promotion next.
जी वो मैंने देखा.
So it's not like, but yeah, when I told him to stop, he kind of got COVID, so I felt bad.
All right, then you have Bhediya with Varun. And
yes.
You guys have shot in very, very unusual locations, Arunachal Pradesh.
Yes, we went to Zero. I went for the first time there. It's a place very known for its music fest that happens. Beautiful. I've never been to the northeast side, and it's my first horror comedy. I've said this before. I think my look in the film, in the way I look, is very, very unique and different, and it is a hilarious film. Like it's a great horror comedy. I've always I don't like horror, but I love horror comedy, and I think it is a true monster comedy also in a way, I would say.
Great. And then you have Ganpath. So Tiger Shroff during pandemic, I did a Instagram live with him. So I told him that Kriti Sanon के साथ में आप कब फिर से काम करेंगे.
And he said she's a superstar.
She's a superstar. उनके पास time नहीं है. तो क्या कह सकते हैं कि that I am in a way responsible for getting you guys together?
Are you?
I'm saying in a lighter way. I'm saying in a lighter way.
Right, if you want to take the credit.
That maybe Twitter conversation, yeah. So
I mean, I think it was high time, yeah.
It
was like, I was sometime, like I told him also, I said, why are we not working together? Like, what is the reason? I think sometimes it's destiny, it kind of like, or maybe it's you. You should have done that live before.
But I think you guys, as a pair, I think extremely good-looking people coming together. Can we say that? Two very good-looking people
take that
coming
as a
together.
compliment. But yeah, see, for me, he will always have a very, very soft spot in my heart. I think,
hero.
Yeah, first hero. Also, we started together. We were like equally nervous, equally unaware of what to do and all of that. We found our own place in this industry, our own niche. We've grown, evolved as actors, as people, both. So to be doing scenes with him and meeting him on set now after like 8 years I was very excited because I was like, I want to know how this person is. And he's opened up a lot from what he used to be earlier.
Of course.
He used to tell me that, she's always been so bindas and all. I think it comes from coming from Delhi, somehow I feel. But he's really, really opened up a lot. I saw a different side to him. I have never seen him do comedy before. And I think he has a great flair for physical comedy especially. So I saw him in some scenes in the first few days and I'm like, you're so funny. I've never seen you do comedy before.
Right. No, I think he's very funny, and even with his one-liners and all that. So
yeah.
I still remember
in life also.
For the first interview that we did at the NG office in the earlier one.
I remember that.
So उसमें ये है कि that so there was a sofa. You were sitting on one side, you were sitting on the other side, and I was sitting like this. So while he was talking about you, so he was looking at me, and then you were like, "You're talking about me, but you're not looking." So you're literally.
Yeah. I'm too blunt. Sometimes with him, in fact, I have to be a little, cautious because he's not used to people being so blunt. Right. And he's not blunt at all. So it's like...
So yesterday, one of your fans shared one of your clips from our earlier interviews where you said that, what is it that your parents don't want you to do? And you said that it's my frequent foot in the mouth thing. So has it got better?
On camera, yes.
On camera, yes.
Off camera, I still end up doing that. But I think people know me now, so they're like, "Aisi hai." Yeah.
How do you cope with so much of competition? What keeps you motivated, and how do you tackle stress and at times loneliness?
I think you should take competition in a healthy way. Like you can't keep looking at what other people are doing. You can get inspired by their work and be like, oh, I wish I do something like this. Or I get to do something like this. But I think competition is healthy. It keeps you moving.
Right.
It gets you inspired. And that's about it. I think what I want to So I like it when people tell me, okay, this was your best performance till date.
Right.
And then they say that about another performance. So I think it should sort of, Raj told me, in fact, Rajkumar Rao for Mimi, he's like, you know, it's really nice to see that your most recent is your best. So that's how it should be. You should sort of try and evolve and get better at what you're doing. So that's my only way of looking at it. Hi guys, I'm Kriti Sanon and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.